Okay, welcome back. Today we're gonna start a new unit. It's flowers and grasses. Okay, 花草 flowers and grasses. Okay, so first character is 兰. Okay, so the Chinese 兰 actually refers to many different types of plants. So over here it says Eupatorian, orchard, Cymbidium, green Cymbidium, magnolia. Okay, some of them I don't even know how to pronounce them. So anyway, so here are the pictures of those plants. Okay. So in Chinese, so this type of thing called 泽兰. Okay, 泽兰. And then this type of thing called 兰花. 兰花. And then this kind of thing called 剑兰, 墨兰, 长叶兰. Okay, so this different, you call them differently. Now this thing is called this is usually what the Chinese people call 兰花, is this type of line. Okay, 兰花, 山兰, 草兰, this type. And then also the magnolia. People call them 木兰. Okay, because it's on the trees. Okay, you call them 木兰. Okay, so many type of they all call the 兰. And the original character, okay, is actually quite complicated. So of course there's grass radical on the top. Okay, this is we're talking about the traditional, right on the top. Okay, grass radical on the top, and then the bottom is the character 兰. Okay, now this original, the traditional character, the bottom one, the 兰, it means actually means what? Means 栅栏, which means fence. Okay, means fence. And so the reason for that is because this type of flowers, orchard, they're beautiful, and so the Asian people actually really like them, and they're the flowers they get domesticated and planted in their fenced yard. Okay, so that's why they use this to actually refer to this type of flowers. Okay, and then of course the modern ones, they drastically simplify it. And they just okay, it's called the 兰. Next one, 荷. 荷 is lotus leaf, lotus flowers, lotus cup. Okay, so basically this type of lotus grow in the water. Okay, called a 荷. Now this character has another pronunciation. It's 鹤. Now when you say 鹤, that's actually used as a verb, which means carry on the shoulder or back. It's called a 鹤. 鹤, carry on the shoulder or back, called a 鹤. Okay, and then it's because of that carry on the shoulder or back, then they extend it to mean responsibility, obligation, someone's burden, or in charge of something, things like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the character itself. Now this one has the grass radical on the top, and then on the bottom is 禾, is 禾. And okay, so 和 now 和 this 和 means which one? Okay, that the 和 this character means which one? So like 何人何物 yeah, it's is which means which person or which thing. Okay, and so this 和 why they use that is because you can see that the Chinese, when they call 河, they actually refer to quite many type of the flowery plant in the water. Okay, and mostly they all call them 河. So that's why they say, well, if you say 河, and you oftentimes you will say which one, which type. Okay, so they use this as part of the character. So next one, 菊. 菊 means chrysanthemum. I don't even know how to pronounce them. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, so this is a type of flower. Okay, it's called a 菊. Now this thing, they can be used as a Chinese medicine. It also can be used as a tea. Okay, to drink it. So here's an example. Okay, called a 菊. Now this thing is, you see, it's the grass radical on the top, and then the bottom part of the 菊. This part has meaning of like a full, palmful, handful. Okay, that kind of thing, that kind of meaning. Okay, and so this is, you can see, like, it looks like a hand like holding on to a handful of stuff, which they use a mi to represent, actually represent any kind of thing in the palm. So this thing is just really means like it's a full palmful of things. And so you can see why, because this is 菊, this kind of flower, that's this is the size of the flower, and it's very thick, and okay, it will be palmful in your hand. So this is 菊. Next one, 梅. 梅 is this type of thing. Okay, and also the fruit looks like that. Now over here, Japanese apricot, plum blossom, that's referred to the flower. And the other meaning is actually means the rainy season. Now why it's related to rainy season? It's because in China, because it's the Pacific Ocean, right? The Pacific Ocean is on the east coast of China, and then the weather usually in the spring, April time, and there will be lots of heavy moistured air will come into the land. Okay, and then make that month is very moist. It's just very humid, and sometimes can be hot also. and then at that time is this flower blossoms, and so that's why they use this to refer to that rainy season. Okay, it's called 梅雨季节黄梅天. That's how they call them. Okay, particularly in the southeast part of China. Okay, so this May. Now this one, because this is actually referred to a tree, so you got the tree radical on the left, and then I have the May on the right. Okay. So yeah. Let's go to the next one. Next one, 四. Now 四 is just it's a number. Okay, counting number. It basically means 4. Okay, 四. Next one. 季. Now 季 means season. That also means a quarter. Okay, a quarter. That's why in Chinese there'll be 4 quarters a year, and also corresponding to 4 seasons a year, right? And then another meaning is 季 means the last. Okay, the last specifically means the youngest brother, the youngest boy in the family. They call it 季. Okay, youngest brother, called 季. Okay, so because of that, because it referred to the youngest brother, so sometimes they use this to refer to something is inferior. Okay, but that is kind of archaic usage in old days, but people don't use that anymore. Okay, there's only one case they use that in that meaning, which is 季军. 季军 means the third place in a competition. Like for example, in the Olympic competition, right? If you got a third place, that's bronze medal, right? So in Chinese, you will say 季军. Okay, first will be 冠军, second will be 亚军, and the third, which is the last, will be 季军. Okay, because the medal only got 3 medals, right? If you placed into 4th position, then you don't get medal. So okay, so this is 季. Take a look at that. So this one, you can see the original meaning is young crop. Okay, it's a very young crop, like rice or wheat. The crop they just got out of the dirt, not long ago. Okay, so that's what they really mean, in the early days. Okay, so here's the oracle bone. Okay, you see that it's coming out in tiny little bit. So this is actually referring to young crop. And the way they refer to young crop, you see that there's a 子. Okay, there's a baby on the bottom. You see that? This part is 子, which means baby. Okay, infant. So they use that infant and plus the 和 on the top to mean that just young baby. Okay, and then later on it means young baby, a young person. Now later on means the last. Okay, so the meaning of it got changed over the times, and later referring to 1/4, a quarter, and referring to season, things like that. Okay, so this is 季. 芬 芬 means fragrance, aroma. Okay, fragrance, aroma. And metaphorically, they referring to one's reputation, one's moral. So when they praise someone's high moral standard, they will use this word to like 阳丰千载. That means this person has such a honorable reputation that actually his name is recorded in the history and being known for thousands of generations. Okay, so this fun. Next, let's take a look at that. Grass radical, of course, and then the fun character on the bottom. Okay, now fun character has the meaning of disperse, Okay, has the meaning of disperse, distribute. So this is actually referring to distribute what? Distribute fragrance. Okay, for distribute that aroma. So this is fun. Next one. Fang. Fang is pretty much the same thing. It's also referred to fragrant grass, aroma, fragrance. Okay. Now, because flowers often bloom in spring, so sometimes they use this character to refer to spring. And a woman, girls, oftentimes they have their special smells and smells wonderful, so they use that to sometimes referring to girls and women. Okay, and also it's the same like a fun. They use this character to refer to somebody's good reputation, high moral. Okay, like a 流芳百世, right? 流芳百世, that means this person's good reputation has been recorded history and remembered by hundreds of generations. Okay, 流芳百世. Let's take a look at the character itself. It's also grass radical on the top, and then the fang on the bottom. Now, fang has a meaning of fang. Fang means release. Okay, has the meaning of release. Release what? Release aroma and fragrance. Okay, so you can see fun and fang is a very similar meaning. So therefore, fun fang is a word. Okay, they put these two characters together. Fun fang as a word specifically means aroma and fragrance. Okay, fun fang. Now, these two characters, because of their meanings, it is a especially popular use in people's names. Okay, mostly for girls' name, but sometimes they are used in boys' name as well. Okay, so fun. Next one. 奇. Okay, 奇 means curious, incredible, or particular, rare, unpredictable, unusual, strange, novel, or outstanding, extremely, okay, surprise, wonder, strange person or things. So you can see that so all of that means that is uncommon. Okay, outstanding, uncommon, strange. This is all just really means uncommon. Okay, so let's take a look at that character. Okay, so this one has a 大 on the top. Okay, 大. Okay, and then the bottom is 可. 可 means 可以 means it's okay, or means 可以 means what? It means acknowledgement, means proof. Okay, and so this is 大可, which means this thing is outstanding and not normal, not common, but is rather acknowledged, rather promoted. Okay, so basically this 奇 has a uncommon, but in a positive connotation. Okay, it's called a 奇. You can remember 大可. Okay, so this is big, extreme, but people like them. Okay, and so it's called a 奇. All right. Now has another pronunciation as 鸡. Now when there is 鸡, that means odd. Okay, you have odd and even. Odd, even. So odd is 鸡 okay so 是单数啊单数and sometimes also 零数like you know the little leftovers they call it 鸡 okay now so what is the character for strange uncommon but in a negative connotation that is 怪 okay 怪 怪 so therefore in Chinese has a word called 奇怪 now when you say 奇怪 that actually combines the positive and negative connotation together it just neutral it just means like it's puzzling it's like it's abnormal it's you know you need to be careful about it okay so there's a 奇 and 鸡 next one 花 花 is 花 means flower in general so refers to any kinds of flower okay any kinds of flower and so this one then become like extremely common used in a lot of context okay so of course the first means flower means plant's flower okay but there are other things let me explain to you okay there are lots of other things for example over here beauty okay so beauty beautiful girls beautiful woman okay so beauty they use 花 花 for example 花林粉阵 that means bunch of beauty okay beyond a bunch of beauty beautiful girls gather together okay and also sometimes actually refer to prostitute okay and then another meaning is refer to fireworks fireworks like a 放花 放花 礼花 花炮 these all referring to fireworks okay fireworks and then also sometimes refer to makeup okay for example that you know in ancient times that they actually design and paint over the face on women on girls face okay and this is they call it 花 they call it 花黄 or 面花 okay and then also sometimes they 棉花 that's another use that's the cotton okay cotton 棉花and also something kind of sort of resemble like a 花 like a 天花 which is smallpox that's a disease right but because what the disease does on a person's skin and so they would refer to as 天花 okay heaven like a heaven flower okay 天花然后when getting the disease they call it 出天花出花出花and also something referring to get wounded because when you get wounded you get blood you become red and so they will say 挂花 okay 挂花so this kind of use is basically use 花 and refer to anything that kind of resembles a flower they use that okay 花 and then another meaning means what means multicolored okay multicolored they call it 花 they call it 花 as in 纯 纯色还是花色 纯色 means that you only get one single pure color 花色 means that it's multicolored okay it's called multicolored called 花 another using means that 花 versus clear okay when you say 花 means like blurry okay it means blurry and dim you can't see it clearly that's called 花 but 眼花了 that means you you get farsighted. You can't see things clearly. Okay, so that's called the 眼花. And then and also another metaphorical use referring to a person's speech. So 花言巧语. So that actually referring to the person's speech, it's exaggerated and exaggerated and have a lot of make you feel good, but a lot of times insincere, it's only saying what you like to hear in order to get what he wants. Okay, that's called 花. They're referring to that kind of speech as 花言巧语. Okay, and let's see, any other views? Yeah, I think that's basically it. And then also referring to somebody's character. For example, particularly in romantic relationships, if a person who is very casual in that kind of relationship, and in Chinese they will call the person 心花. 心花, that means that it's they're not loyal. Okay, they just whoever they feel like it's handsome or beautiful, they will just go with with the person. Okay, this is called 花心. Okay, so this 花 has a lot of use. Okay, so that's why this dictionary, a lot of content over here. Okay, let's take a look at the character. Now this character, you can see that the original character is literally a picture of flower. Okay, is a picture of flower. All right, and then of course then later on they got simplified it. This is 花. Next one. 异. 异 means different. Or means strange, odd. Okay, strange, odd, or different. 异. It's just basically not the same or not common. Okay, and let's take a look at that. Okay, and then this one you can see it's has like a 鬼. Okay, like a ghost, or not ghost, it's like a demon of devil kind of thing. Okay, and the demon and devil and standing there and two arms up. Okay, and 2 arms up, and and so this is very strange. So they basically create something that is very strange and scary to mean this is very different and uncommon. Okay, so this is E. E, and you can see like the oracle bones that really looks like that. Okay, so later on it simplified it. Okay, so this is E. Next one, 会. 会 is also, 会 is what? 会 is grass, the general name for grass. Okay, when you try to refer to any kind of grass, that's this one, 会. Okay, and so therefore in Chinese has a word called 花卉. 花卉, then you combine, 花卉 means any kind of flower or any kind of grass. Okay, 花卉. Okay, and let's take a look at that character. So, and this one literally, see, they got 3 pieces of grass right there. Okay, and then become like this and like this and like this, and so become the current form. But you can see the current form and the ancient form, which is like thousands of years ago, pretty much the same. Okay, pretty much the same. So this one should be very much easy to remember. Okay, 会. Next one. 艳. 艳 means colorful. Colorful actually means very bright. It means bright colored, colorful. Okay, and beautiful, flowery. Lots of flower, lots of color. Okay, bright. Okay, and so that's 艳. 艳. And because of that, then and sometimes they actually referring to beauty. Okay, again, beautiful girls and women. Okay, and also just to mean beautiful in general. Okay, and so because of that, this character is often very popular in girls' names also. Okay, and so this one you can see that left side is the character called 丰. 丰 means full of something. Okay, full of something that's called 丰. Abundant, called 丰. Now on the right hand side is the character 色. 色表示 color, right? 色 means color. So full of color. Okay, plenty of color, many color. So it's called 艳. See? Okay, so this one it should be very easy to remember also. Okay. So yeah, next one. 丽. 丽 means pretty. Pretty, beautiful, pleasant is called 丽. 丽. It's beautiful. Okay, next one. Now, this one you can see. This one is actually the original meaning is means like a 成双成对 means like a pair. Like has two pairs of things. That's the original meaning. Okay, and so it means that it's beautiful. It's nice. It's pleasant. It's because it's a pair. Okay, and so that's the meaning. That's the very original meaning. Now, when they build that character to carry that meaning, what they did is they literally draw a picture of deer, a male deer, and then they emphasize the two antlers, okay, the two. So they emphasize that to carry that meaning, okay, and so. And later on it becomes like this, so it has the deer always on the bottom, okay, and then of course the current form they got rid of the deer, okay, they kept the antler but get rid of the deer to simplify it, okay. So and then now this means does not referring to a pair, it simply means pretty, beautiful. Okay. Li. And now this one also super popular in girls' name. Rong. Rong means blossom. Not blossom means 草木茂盛 means flowers and grasses, they grow very well. Okay, that's called the 荣. Okay, called the 荣, and also means that someone has been respected and praised for. That's called a 荣. Okay, as opposed to condemn and despise. Okay. So let's take a look at the character itself. So this one you can see the oracle bones. It looks like two torches cross each other, two torches. Okay, and so this character, the original meaning means bright. Okay, it means bright, shiny, bright, and so that's why why it actually referring to a person's respectful, being praised, and reputable. Okay, so because of that, they use two crossing torches to mean this is bright. Okay, and so later on, they always kept the torch on the top, and also put the wood, the mu on the bottom. Okay, to mean that that's the torch's handle. Okay, so called it rong. Next word, yang. Yang is plant's little baby, called yang. Okay, called a baby, little plant's little baby called yang. Okay, and so sometimes, not very often. I'm not gonna mention it. So sometimes they will actually use it for small animals, but sometimes. So, but when you see it, don't be surprised. But not very often used. Okay, called a yang. Let's take a look at the character itself. So this one has the he radical. That makes sense. And then the yang on the right. Now this yang has the meaning of sit right in the middle. Okay, sit right in the middle. And then, so this is the explanation here. It says that when you plant those baby plants, like you plant rice or plant wheat, that when you do that, you need to put this yang like a really straight. You can't put like a very sloppy, and then it won't grow well. Okay, so that's why they use this yang like right in the middle to refer to these baby plants. Okay, next one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's all for today. And so 兰和菊梅. 兰和菊梅 is that actually referring to 4 flowers. Okay, and those all flowers has they smell very well. Okay, so 四季芬芳, that means that all seasons, that 4 seasons that has you can enjoy the aroma of those flowers. And so why 四季 is because these 4 plants they bloom in 4 seasons, different seasons. Like, he in summer, 菊 in fall, and May in summer, and lan May in winter, and lan in spring. Okay. 奇花异卉. 奇花异卉, that means that these are uncommon flowers and flowers and grasses. They are beautiful. And 艳丽荣央, so they are very beautiful and colorful. 荣央, basically they're referring to the baby plants actually very healthy and grown well. Okay, so that's it for today. Happy learning. Bye bye.